You're on.
Hi! Okay, so today we're going to be making chocolate keto fluff. And I've already melted a 1/4 cup of my cocoa butter. And it comes like this. And it's going to take a while to melt, so I went ahead and I already melted it. So I have that in here. And then to that, I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of cream cheese, and I'm adding about half of that of butter. So that's going to be unsalted butter, and it is 1.5 tablespoons. So I'm going to go ahead and put them in here. They're not really room temperature. I kind of took them out of the refrigerator, but I'm going to stir it, and with the heat from the cocoa butter, it should melt and be okay. So then to this we're going to get some chocolate powder. This is the brand I use. You don't have to use it. It's unsweetened. That's the most important thing. And we're going to be using 3 tablespoons of that, along with 3 tablespoons of, I'm using xylitol. And you don't have to use that. You can use Swerve or erythritol, or even liquid sweetener you could use. I don't use that. It has a funny aftertaste, so I'm not going to use that here. And what we're going to do is we're going to just incorporate everything, and we're going to beat it with a hand mixer. So you'd either want a mixer stand, which I don't have in front of me, or you could do the hand mixer. So you have to incorporate it really, really good. So we're just going to keep stirring this, and then we're going to put a pinch of salt in. I use fine sea salt here, and it's really, you can't measure it. It's fine. It's totally good. I usually don't measure the ingredients. I just kind of throw them in. And this is what I do, and I eat it every day. And I'm going to show you what it looks like, because the first time, if you eat it right from this, it's going to be more creamy, like mousse. And then if you store it in the
more than a pinch.
You're going to store it in the refrigerator. It tends to firm up a little bit, but I'll show you what that looks like. So we're going to keep working that, and then we'll go ahead and put the sugar in. So 3 tablespoons of sweetener. And then we're going to do 3 of the chocolate powder. And we're also going to be using a coconut oil as well. So 1, 2, 3. And then I also add some cocoa nibs to it for some texture. You don't have to do that, or you could put anything you like in it, but I do, and I don't even measure that. I just kind of throw it in, so it's not a big deal. And then we're going to do 1 tablespoon of coconut oil. Get all the fat in there. We're just going to incorporate this, and then we're going to add the heavy whipping cream, and then we'll be done. So I'm going to add about 3/4 of a cup of heavy whipping cream. And it just takes a second to have it come together, and then it'll start fluffing up once the air gets in it. And you can add more chocolate powder if you want. You can add more sweetener if you want too. But you can see it's getting thicker. And you don't want to overmix it. If you overmix it, it'll start to almost look like really heavy whipped butter, and you don't want that. So once it has enough air in it, I'm just going to add, to show you how much I use. You can use, like I said, you don't have to use cocoa nibs. Like I said, it's just more chocolate without the sweetener, and it's for texture. So just to show you kind of what they look like when it comes out. So when you first get it, it's a lot more like mousse. But when we put it in the refrigerator, and you can put it in any container you want, but this one I've had in the refrigerator, it gets a little bit harder, but if you're trying to stay in ketosis, this is perfect. So enjoy. Thanks.